My parents started buying me models for being a good kid for the babysitter. It started with Air Force stuff, because Dad was in the Air Force. So they were buying me models of planes and so forth. So I would do as most of my friends did, hang them from the ceiling. So then they switched to ships. I don't know why they switched, because I never ever said I didn't like it. But they did. They switched to ships, and it was a lot more complicated than planes. So I guess I just didn't put enough of them together. Then finally, one night, a Friday night, that they had gone out dancing and so forth, and they came home and they had a model from Aurora Products. And it was a model of the Forgotten Prisoner. And then my parents divorced, and that stopped my really watching anything horror that I can remember. What I didn't expect, many years later, like 7 years later or 6 years later, I discovered Alice Cooper. And that brought me right back into horror. So that's where I was around 1980, I would think, when I started writing. I like old-time horror. As I mentioned earlier, the Twilight Zone and Outer Limits and stuff like that. And of course the old movie monsters, Frankenstein and Dracula and all that. So my first foray into the horror world was collecting. I still have a lot of the stuff that I collected. I've quit collecting lately over the last 10 or 15 years because I just got so much stuff, there's nowhere to put it. But anyways, if you want to start writing horror or doing anything in horror, start by collecting. And if you've gotten anything from this video, put a like or a view or whatever you'd like to do. Anyways, we will say, for now, goodbye, and start your collecting.